Very, very cool. We love starting out our time together with you guys by showing you those inspiring videos. Today was water themed video, so hope you enjoyed that and got a kick out of it. We do that just so you can see what's possible, what you can do with your body and how athletic you can be. And so we find it inspiring. We hope you do too. We do have to also give the warning. Those are professionals, so be careful. Don't try this kind of stuff at home. You know what I mean? So anyway, here we go. We're ready to get started. We've got something a little different for you guys today. We will not be moving around quite as much as we normally do. So for those of you who are looking forward to a good workout, sorry that we are letting you down there. For those of you who were hoping to be able to relax today, you're welcome. All right, so here we go. We got a two-step login process coming on our Zoom. Most of you guys, I'm going to look right now on our participants list, do a really good job at that. I do see some of you, though, as I scroll down, who are not using the two-step process when you log in. We know that your teachers have taught you how to do that. We are going to start requiring it Thursday, okay, for you guys, okay? Thursday or Friday, our second portion of the week, it will be required for you, okay? So make sure that you have this process down. What you need to know is that the first step requires you to log in using your etiwanda.org email address, okay? Now that is a Google-based email address. So when you go onto Zoom and it asks you to log in using Google, you can do that and use your Etiwanda account, okay? That will be how you do it. But there are multiple ways to do the first step, but we've got it on our website here for you to see on eispe.com. If you click there where it says click here on step 1, it's going to take you to the Zoom website and have you log in with your Google Etiwanda account. And then you would come back to the website and click step 2, which says that you are logging in on our Zoom call. Okay, so starting later this week, if you are not logging in with your Etiwanda account, you will not be able to join the call. So make sure you do that, all right? You can also use the Zoom app. If you go to zoom.us or you use the Zoom app, you can also log in there. And it's just a security feature that helps us know that you are who you say you are and we don't have any Zoom bombers or anything trying to jump on our call, okay? So that's the two-step process. All right, now for today, the office has asked us to do a survey with you guys. This is a survey about you. Now, you may come across some questions that you're like, but wait, I don't know how to answer this question. We just want you to do the best that you can.
Sorry,
yes,
can you see it?
Mr. S says, what do you want?
Can you, can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
All right, cool. All right.
May I continue now? Okay, good, thank you. All right, so we want to know about you guys, and there may be some questions that you're like, well, I'm not quite sure how to answer this question, and just do the best that you can, okay? If Mr. Estes would ever get around to going to the next slide on the screen, I could tell you about the next part of the survey, but, oh, here we go, thank you. I'm actually 2 slides beyond this by this point now, but, so actually go back one. Right here, nope, too far. Like living with a 6-year-old. No, to the one with the URL on it, please. There it is. So you can see here, this is going to be the URL we will give you in the chat in a moment, and you will use that to get onto the survey. But don't worry, we're not giving it to you yet because we want you guys to stay focused here with us right now, where we will give you all the information, okay? So now we're ready. So let's get to this part then. Before we talk about the questions, let's talk about how you're going to access the survey. So you're going to click on the link that we put in the chat. And just in case you weren't sure, that little, there's a way to open the chat window. If you look at the bottom of your Zoom screen, you'll see the little green button that says share screen. Don't click that right now. You won't be able to. But next to that, to the left, it says chat. And if you haven't ever opened the chat, you click on that and you'll see there's all sorts of comments and things in the chat. That's where we're going to post the link that you can use to access the survey. It'll bring you to a screen that looks like this. Says, welcome, enter your access code here. And you're going to say, access code? What access code? No one's given me an access code. And then you blame Mr. Estes for that, okay? Because everything's going to always be his fault. No, what you're going to do is you are going to use your email account that we were just talking about for logging in. That's going to be your access code. So it's not the whole thing, though. It's everything that comes before the @ sign. Okay, so this person is John Smith. If you see there, we put a little yellow box in front to block everything behind the @ sign, and that is his access code right there, J Smith 3. It's the first letter of his first name, the first 4 letters of his last name, and then because there's so many, he's actually number 3. So you may have a number in yours, you may not. But here's the important thing, is it is case sensitive. There are primarily 2 ways that the case is put on as your access code. It's either all uppercase, like you noticed the first one, all caps, or the first 2 letters are caps and then the rest is lowercase. So we want you to try both of them. If you try one and it doesn't work, then you should try the other one. There are a few instances where students have had a different arrangement of cases throughout their access code. And so if you are having trouble, you can always chat with us and we can help address the issues that you're facing with logging in using access code. But you're going to use primarily, you're going to use one of these 2, either all caps or first 2 letters are caps and then the rest are lowercase. So once you put in your access code, you're going to click enter and it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. You're going to click that green button that says start surveys, and then that will get your survey started. Okay, here's now where I want to talk about some of the questions you're going to come across. Choose an answer for each question. If you cannot answer a question, you may leave it blank. If you need help, you can chat with us and we'll help answer your questions. Now, it's going to ask you things about, interactions that you've had with other people. Have you ever done this? Have you ever done that? Different things to get to know you a little bit. If you read a question and you're just really not sure what it is, or you don't know that you have an answer, it is okay to leave them blank. Okay. When you finish a question, you're going to click submit, and that's going to bring you to the next portion of the survey. Okay. So every time you finish a section, you click submit, take it to the next one. You do the same thing, find an answer or submit, choose an answer and then type in if it's a short answer one, click submit. Now here's one thing to know, there is no back. You can't go back after you finish. So once you hit submit, it's in. So make sure you kind of read over it a couple of times before you submit it to make sure you've said everything you want to say. Okay, because you can't change your selections once you submitted your answers. All right. So then once you're all done, you've gone through the whole survey, you've submitted all the different answers. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this. Thanks for taking our survey. And at that point, what we want you to do is in the chat, send us a little message that just says, I'm finished, and it can go to any one of us that are on here, any one of the teachers. Send us that little message and we will respond back to you with instructions on what you're supposed to do next, okay? So again, we're going to put the link in a link for the survey in the chat. You're going to click on that link. It'll take you to a window that looks like this. You're going to enter your access code. You're going to begin the questions or start the survey and then chat with us to let us know when you're finished. If you're having any trouble, you can chat with us anytime. We're going to be here. We're going to stay on the call while we take the survey. So we'll be able to answer any of your questions. All right. I see already some chat questions coming through. So I'm going to begin addressing those. In the meantime, let me post the link to the survey in the chat, and you can use this to access the survey. So there it is for everybody. Go ahead and open that up, enter in your access code, try the different ways we've described to you, and let us know if you're having any trouble, okay? Let's get started on that. Cue the classical music to play in the background while you work quietly, and we're here to help.